What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. We have a very special guest with us tonight. The man in question, if you believe TikTok, is the CEO of Respawn, everyone's favorite ginger bearded gamer, the pastor of disaster, DeadlyDillGaming, absolute legend over on Twitch. Make sure you guys check him out. But now, we're going to talk about something else. What we're going to do here, we get into the conversations and topics we've put together some questions for you. We're going to have a nice little chat about things kind of away from the content creation zone. Obviously, we'll wander back in and out of it. We're all content creators. It's just what we do. But when we once we get near the end, Jake has a little segment that we call Shenanigans, where he has planned a little game, and he tailors it each week to our guests. And then we have Kyle's Chaos Corner. We don't know what he has planned. We never do. It's the one time where we just like let the leash off and he does whatever he wants. So I'm going to apologize right now ahead of time.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm ready for it. Ready for it.
Yes, we know, Shay, we have to fix Jake's lighting. That's just unfortunately... look, all of the money has gone into the main setup where we normally record.
Yep.
I haven't been able to upgrade Kyle and Jake
get
yet.
a little flashlight, dude, just right here. That's it.
See? He's got a point.
You just need a little flashlight. That's all you need. Yeah.
I love it.
Big spooky stories.
It's Camp Counselor Jake.
Oh no! From State Farm. Camper's insurance here.
I'm clipping that. I love it.
Oh my gosh!
It's a State Farm funded camp.
He just wears a state trooper hat the whole time, and just goes around with khakis and a button up. He's looking for forest fires.
All right. How's that? Is Deadly's voice
Only
up
you
high
can
enough?
stop forest fires.
State Farm is there.
Do I need to? I may be able to raise my mic. Hold on.
Okay.
Should be
Yeah,
better.
they're just
Hopefully
saying-
now.
Oh, there we go.
Only Jake can ensure forest fires.
Is it better now?
Yeah, that sounds better. Chat, is Deadly's mic better on your guys' end? Because it sounds great to me.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it sounds good to me.
If it's not,
much better. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. Right. All right. So we're gonna get this started. And Jake, I don't know what questions you have ready, but I actually have quite a few ready to go. And I have to start it off with I've been in your streams a lot. I appreciate your content. And I've had one question that I've always wanted to ask you that I just don't know. I hear you talk about your jobs and you know where your goals and where you're trying to go. What is a freelance barista? I have heard you say that so many times, and I have no clue what you're talking about.
basically, I work for I work at 10. It's only one now. I used to do two, but
Okay.
I'm a 1099, and so I work for coffee companies, and I do their. So when they have events, I go and I do the espresso machine and I make all the coffee and everything like that. So it's technically, since it's a 1099, it's freelance. So
Right.
I'm not my own. I'm not working for a company. So yeah. So that's why I just joke around saying I'm a freelance barista, because I can do it. And then I just work for different coffee companies and stuff like that. I was actually a barista for Starbucks for 6 years, and I was a shift for 4. And I was actually planning on opening up our own coffee shop, but then COVID hit, and then so that just kind of So, but then I had a friend who opened up his coffee truck, and so I've just been helping him with all that. And so been doing like movie sets and like in New Orleans, there's a lot of movies being filmed and stuff like that. So we'll go out there and do we just did a Netflix movie like called Home Team with Kevin James. And so that was really cool. And then we did a Ben Affleck movie too, and I got to I got to serve Ben Affleck coffee. That was pretty surreal.
Oh, wow.
I wanted to say I am the night to him, but I couldn't. But yeah, so that's what I do. Yeah, that's what I mean freelance barista. I literally I'm a 1099 worker for a different coffee company.
Okay. No, but that's awesome though, and that's such a great way to phrase it. I love it. I've always been sitting in chat going, what in the heck is that?
Is a freelance barista. Yep.
Okay. All right. That's awesome. So I didn't realize, I guess I've always known in the back of my head that they film TV and movies in New Orleans, but I guess I didn't really like.
It's a big area, dude. I didn't realize that either. Louisiana in general, there's like, you would think like, obviously there's a lot of filming like done in like Los Angeles, and like Georgia's another big place that a lot of filming happens. But Louisiana is actually, like, I think it's like the third largest area outside of Cleveland, because whenever they do New York scenes, it's always in Cleveland. I don't know if a lot of people knew that, because they're able to shut down like areas in Cleveland, stuff like that. But yeah, Louisiana is like one of the biggest areas to do filming.
Huh. That's awesome.
So you get a lot of it. Baton Rouge, like Tom Hanks was here. We had Keanu Reeves was actually in my city in a more upper class neighborhood filming. What was the new movie he did? Ted and Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted's
Big Adventure.
Yeah, something like that.
The music.
Yeah.
Yep. They filmed a portion of that here in Slidell, where I'm from. So, it was really cool. So we were able to so I used to do stuff like that, man. You wouldn't think, but that's more my fun job. Like, that's one thing that I like keeping, because it's just like, I get to serve coffee, and I get to just do stuff that's not in front of a computer. So,
right. No,
so it's fun sometimes.
Gotta get away once in a
cool,
while.
though. Yeah. Yeah,
it's really fun.
That's awesome. I always wondered, and I want to visit New Orleans at some point in my life. There's not a whole lot of cities left in the United States that I want to visit that I haven't been to, but New Orleans is high on the list.
Yeah, it's not a bad spot. Actually, I actually met with a Big Rob was actually in New Orleans recently. You know who Big Rob is, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I figured. I was like, I know that's a stupid question. He's like a celebrity. Anyway.
Basically.
We call him Little Rob around here, sir.
We call him Little Rob. But yeah, so it's a cool spot, dude. It's just, there's a lot of historical places to go. There's a lot, you can do like swamp tours, you can do just really fun. It's a really cool place to be, and especially during the time of year. I would not come during the summertime. Nope. Come during springtime, wintertime, where it's not like 85 degrees, but feels like 100 because it's 100% humidity.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is cool. But yeah, the swamp tours, you can see alligators and wild boar, and you sometimes see a wild boar attacking an alligator, or vice versa, and there's just the fine Louisiana wilderness, So
that's crazy.
But yeah, it's a cool spot, dude. It's a lot of culture, a lot of fun. It's definitely a party city, and it's definitely culture of Louisiana is just it's all family oriented. It's everyone's a community. We love doing life together. So no matter who you are, it's just a big, everything's revolved around food too. That's why I gained so much weight living here. But yeah, so yep. So, but it's a great, you should definitely come visit if you ever do. You always got to hit me up, bro.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, I absolutely will. Real quick.
What's your favorite food you discovered moving to Louisiana?
Blackened gator.
Okay.
Or gator
that sounds
sausage.
Amazing.
Like they use this certain cooking technique called blackening, and so basically it's with heavy seasoning, and they sear it and everything, and so the seasoning almost gets into the meat, and it's just, oh man, it's so good. So that, and then po' boys. Po' boys so good. Crawfish boils. Yeah, everything, bro. Literally, it's just a different world. It's just all when it comes to its own area with food, you won't find this kind of food outside of Louisiana. You'll find stuff in other southern states. I know some places do crawfish boils, but it won't be like Louisiana. It's just it's one of a kind of thing. And so it's pretty yeah. It's definitely a different kind of food. I do miss my California Mexican food though, for sure. So but yeah, it's just you just don't have anything beat. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Real quick, Kyle, chat says you have to turn yourself down.
Yeah, I turned it down a little.
All right, good. Yeah, you sound better on my end. Yeah, jeez, Kyle. See, even Deadly knows. God. we have a points redemption that literally just plays the sound. What the fuck, Kyle? Because he just this is a common thing.
Oh my gosh.
It became a common thing.
But it's still on the food thing for just a second. You mentioned the crawfish boil, and I never thought. Yep, there it is. I never thought that that was as accurate as you say about it. Nobody does it the same way as like Louisiana, because I've been to a bunch. I lived in Missouri and Arkansas for a little while, and I started watching some TikToks, believe it or not, and there was a big Louisiana crawfish boil. This dude's doing a Louisiana style crawfish boil on there and made a TikTok about it, and oh my god, that looks so much better than what we used to do.
That's what I'm saying. Was it the stale cracker guy?
I think so, yeah.
Dude? That's money, dude.
Yeah.
That guy?
Yep. That's it. Oh.
He lives like an hour away from me.
No way. That's crazy.
Yeah. So no, yeah, it's different, bro. Like I've been to like an Alabama crawfish boil. I was like, sorry, no offense to anybody in Alabama, but just don't do it like Louisiana does.
I've been to Alabama, and nothing against the state, but their food has nothing on
Don't
pretty
clip
much
this
the
chat.
surrounding area.
We're gonna take this. We're gonna take this out of the podcast.
Oh man.
Bro.
All right. So good lord, you make me laugh way too hard. So not to switch. Did you say now you're hungry?
Yep.
Yeah, me too. Look,
Well,
anytime
I didn't get to eat half my food because my mother called. So I mean, I have like buffalo chicken and mac and cheese waiting for me, and so I'm just like,
so hurry it up is what I'm hearing. No.
Yeah, we better not make this over 2 hours. Are we on the last question yet? No.
Oh man. Oh, anytime someone says crawfish, I get hungry. But so I noticed in your little message that you sent us that you like to collect the Funko Pops, and I know I see them behind you. So I have a hopefully unique question that no one's asked you before.
Okay.
If you could make any real or fictional person into a pop figure that was just for you, who would it be and why?
Oh, that is actually a very tough question. I don't know, dude. Dang,
It's like soul statue right there.
that's weird. That's I've never like you know, it's kind of cool. You're like, man, it'd be cool if I was in a pop and just had it and stuff like, you know, if you saw it, but like someone else. I don't know, dude. I think like I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool to see like for a real person, it'd be kind of cool to like, you know how they do like pop, like they have the single pops and they have like the pop scenes and stuff like that. It'd be kind of cool like to have like a pop scene of like me and my family, because I love my family so much. And so like just kind of like something that's like memorable and like something that's cool that like, oh, dad made a pop out of us. This is so awesome. And like kind of more of like as a memory kind of thing too. So I don't know. Yeah. Anything that has to do with my family. I love doing that. So I think that'd be kind of cool. And my daughter would flip. I was like, oh my gosh, it's a little me. Yeah. So just something like that would be kind of cool. Fictional. Dude, I don't know if they have this, but they probably do. I just haven't found it because probably they're very hard to find. But I don't know if you guys heard of the comics, Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
if
that
I
sounds
could get a Calvin and Hobbes pop as a fictional side of things, all-time favorite. Like I there's somewhere in storage, but I have probably like 100 different like comics like of the books of Calvin and Hobbes, dude. Yeah, they're like, it's my all-time favorite comic. So yeah, fictional, that real life, something with my family. I had to do with my family or something like that, sitting at a dinner table or something like that. I don't know. Yeah,
so wholesome.
I try to be, baby. I try to be as wholesome as possible.
No, I love it. That's a great answer. And it's funny because you mentioned, you know, people wanting to make themselves into pops, and that's actually kind of how I came up with this question. So after you sent me that message, I was sitting there at work Googling if you can still like pop yourself. Yeah. And I started to think about, who would I want to pop if not me? And
that's it's like, write that down for the podcast. That's great material.
It's usually what happens to them.
Yeah. And also Calvin and Hobbes, great. I have to admit, I did not learn of them until I was like 15, 16. And then a good friend of mine had one of the big books. And
oh yeah. Mhm.
He let me borrow it, and I read the whole thing in like a day and a half because I
Bruh.
just could not put it down. And yeah, no, I absolutely love them now. Absolutely
Dude, so
phenomenal.
good. So good. Yeah. The Calvin and Hobbes all-time favorite comic of all time. That's outside of any sort of superhero comic, like just regular fun to read. And then also, oh man, this is another one. Some people don't understand the humor of this kind of comic, but Journey to the Far Side. Have you heard of the Far Side comics?
Oh yeah.
They're older, but they have some new stuff. But dude, so I just like sometimes I have to be like, I don't understand it, and then I look it up. I'm like, oh my god. So like, yeah, Journey to the Far Side's super funny too. So like, I don't think I've told a lot of people. A lot of people don't know that about me actually. Yeah, like I love like the little. I used to always read the Sunday comics and like Calvin and Hobbes, and then sometimes they had Journey to the Far Side and stuff like that. So I love all those like little funny, stupid little comic things. So yeah.
Right. No, I mean that's Far Side is one of those. I don't know about Jake, but I when I was in college, I studied a little bit of philosophy and psychology, so I love those comics, especially in that
Oh, yeah.
time, because all the jokes were things that we were reading about half the time.
Right, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. You're like, oh wow, that's a little close to home.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Weirdly, same for Peanuts. It's very existential.
Yep.
Right, exactly, 100%.
Yeah.
Calvin and Hobbes and Peanuts are like fantastic.
Oh yeah,
I went through
great
a
stuff.
college. I went through just like a tear where I just read like a bunch of it just archived online, just like hundreds a day.
Love it, dude. That's awesome. Love it.
Yeah, because your minor was philosophy, wasn't it, Jake?
Yeah.
All right, that's what I
It
thought.
wasn't car insurance.
That's his major. That's his major.
Never ends.
Get him, Jake.
Oh,
Get him.
I love it.
I'm just kidding. I love you. I love you. I just met you, but I love you. Love is truly blind.
Oh man, I love it. Oh,
Sorry, Jake. I apologize.
oh, don't
You're
be
good.
sorry.
I'm numb to it at this point.
Goes and cries in the shower after the podcast. Another person said it about me.
Exactly. We have a chat command that's exclamation Jake that he had to, for a sub goal, along with having to put the Jake cosplay on, he had to record himself singing the State Farm little jingle. So if you do exclamation Jake in our chat, it's his voice saying, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I don't even think. What is it? Exclamation point? What?
Exclamation
Jake.
Jake.
Like a good
Do I
neighbor,
have
State
channel
Farm
points?
is there.
Yep, there you go, Fluffy.
Jake here from State Farm. I freaking love it, dude. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, it's great. Our chat has tormented him with that pretty much from day
This whole
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay, Jake. We're here for you.
Are
We're
you?
also here to also joke about you.
Yeah.
We're here for you, and we're here to torment you.
Good luck.
Love it.
Oh man. So, oh nope, not that phone. God bless it. I always have technical difficulties.
It's okay, man. Please stand by for technical difficulties. Jake, word from our sponsors.
Right. We're gonna have to go after that State Farm sponsorship, bro.
Right. Anyway, okay, go ahead.
So the last thing that I had for like the pops, because I haven't had a chance to ask you this, and I'm interested in them. I own zero, but I love them all, so I like going into streams and looking at the ones that people have on display. What's your favorite one that you own?
Well, there's two. I don't want to take it down, but anyway, it's Darth Vader from Empire Strikes Back.
Ooh.
When it was the scene when he was like he was inside his little back to tank little cell, and so that's that right there. And then I have the Mandalorian, like a big one, a giant one right behind here, holding I'm calling him Baby Yoda because his real name is stupid. It's Baby Yoda. And then I have all these right here. I want to move my bag back. All these right here are like it's a complete set. I have them all now. But it's like the original like concepts of like Darth Vader, like the original concept of Darth Vader, and like Yoda, R2D2, and C3PO.
Bro.
So it's pretty cool.
Nice.
But yeah,
Nice.
so I have those two. So I have all my Star Wars. I have a couple. I have like Cal Kestis from Fallen Order, and I have a couple other ones. I have like almost all the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers too, but I couldn't fit all of them on my new desk, so I had to put them in my closet. So I haven't built shelves for them yet. But yeah, I have a ton. I have ton of Star Wars and a ton of Power Rangers, and then I have a couple Apex ones.
Nice.
Yeah, I think what else do I have? Yeah, I just have a bunch.
Okay.
I have Joey Wheeler from Yu-Gi-Oh because I love Yu-Gi-Oh. So yeah. So
that's something
I got a lot
I
of
haven't heard mentioned in a long time.
Oh yeah, dude, bro, I got a stack of cards, bro. I got binders full.
Okay.
Yeah, I like collecting them because I like the show. I didn't play it a lot because it was really popular when I was like in the 6th grade. So as a 6th grader, you're just kind of like, let's just collect the cards and stuff. You don't really play it for that. You just play it because you wanted the cards. So, but then I started collecting them again, like right when COVID hit, and I was collecting for a bit. But yeah, so I like Joey Wheeler from Yu-Gi-Oh. So that's why I got that one.
Okay, that's awesome. My nephew was super into Yu-Gi-Oh for a long time. I never really got too big into Yu-Gi-Oh. Magic the Gathering was my.
See, everyone likes Magic, bro. I've never really played it.
I sold a big chunk of my collection in order to build this PC for the stream.
Bro, how much are those cards worth?
I sold them for $4,000.
4 G's.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
It took
I'm
us
collecting the wrong cards.
it took us what, Jake? 8 hours to go through everything and pull everything out.
Did you just like
something like that.
How'd you get them, like, what's it called, when they appraised? How'd you get them appraised?
A good friend of mine here in town owns Magic and like Yu-Gi-Oh and all that trading card shop. Really everything gaming. They do board games and pretty much everything but video games. And so we just literally took him down there, and all of like his managers and everything are all appraisers and all that. So
that's crazy, bro.
We went through and pulled everything out, and
Hey, man.
I still have a big tote in the garage.
Yeah.
Well, I need to get that 2 PC set up, bro. That's insane, dude. 4 G's. Holy crap, bro.
Yeah, it was. Dude, some of those cards, it's crazy what people will pay for a piece of cardboard. But
I mean, Logan Paul wore freaking Charizard around his neck last night, so I mean,
round 5 is gonna have fun with that, Jake.
All right. anyway,
I'm sure it did him a lot of good.
Yeah,
it did. It did.
Oh man,
Boy, almost got. Never mind. Anyway, we can move on.
It's okay. We've already had a guest admit that they would take him out, and I don't mean to dinner. People do not like that, man. It's
not very
weird.
likable.
He used to be. Oh, let's okay. Real talk. The dude used to be definitely a little off the wall, but honestly, the dude has come a long way from that.
Yeah,
and he's super smart. Honestly, the dude's a bit to be able to arrange a fight.
Yeah,
the greatest boxer of all time.
Oh yeah,
just saying, like that he doesn't just fight anybody, something. So I'm just saying. Anyway,
no, you're 100% right.
Anyway,
so I know you enjoy photography, and so I have a question about that. Like, do you have a particular type? Is there something specific that you enjoy photographing, or is it just kind of things in general for you?
So a little unknown fact about DeadlyDill. I used to do band photography.
Oh.
And so we had when I was an intern at my church in California, we had our youth band was signed to one of the biggest Christian labels in the country at the time, and they traveled the country for to play at different youth conventions, youth conferences, and stuff like that. And so I played bass for them for a little bit. I did a couple things with them. So that was crazy. 19 years old, you're playing in front of like 3,000 people. It was insane. So did that, but then I also did photography for them while they were in the state. And so I had like a lot of I had some of my photos on Spawn Drums website, Vic Firth. I think it's what the drumsticks are. Yeah. What else? Not Les Paul. Les Paul. What was the PRS guitars? Also, I had my photos on there as well because they were sponsored by them too. So yeah, so I did a lot of band photography, and then I also did I've helped my wife with weddings and stuff like that. So I just like taking pictures in general. Taking pictures is fun. So now that I got a Sony A6400 to kind of like do video and pictures and stuff like that too. So just photography in general has always been super fun for me. I used to run it for my youth group as well back in California when I was an intern, and did more people interacting shots, crowd shots, stuff like that. So
that's awesome. And band photography has to be difficult. Like I used to be in a photography for a while myself.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Never anything successful with it, but geez.
Yeah, it's tough because you have to take like a million pictures, like in the same spot, because every second could be a different picture. I mean, it's just like same thing with somebody who's on stage, a singer or something like that. You know, like you can't just take one and done. You have to take you have to just keep shooting until you get, you know, you can have like 30 bad pictures and then like 2 really good ones out of that too. You know, like I take pictures on Sunday morning sometimes for church, and, you know, I have to take like 100 pictures of my pastor because he's so animated and moves around a lot that it's like you could have one picture that's really good and you have another picture that's like, you know, like when he's on it. So, but yeah, so I just do a lot of that. But yeah, it was fun, dude. I haven't done it a ton. My wife's been more the photographer because she's the one who's more the professional one. But yeah, recently since I got all the new equipment and stuff like that, been kind of like doing that for my own setup and my own stuff and everything like that. So I'm probably going to get back into it soon. I took a lot of pictures in New Orleans when I went and did my vlog. So I'll probably be posting those up soon and everything like that. So just really cool, really fun stuff, man. Nice.
That's awesome. And it's so different from anything I've ever tried. Cause like, I when I was doing it, I would do like nature shots and stuff because we've got mountains and all kinds of really beautiful
Wyoming for
spots
sure,
here.
dude.
Yeah,
and
it's so different to think of, like, because for me, you know, you go find the thing and then you set everything up, you clear things around, but like you do a lot of work for one photo. I can't imagine combing through, you know what I mean, like hundreds of photos for an hour event or something like that, like.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, it's like if you shoot a YouTube video, bro, you're going like today. Like I did a review of the Respawn chair that I'm sitting in, and like I went like it was 3 hours of cutting out and editing extra fluff. You know, so same thing, no matter what, dude. So, but yeah, it's tough. It's definitely one of the things that I hate the most. Is like I was sitting there, I'm just like, I hate cutting all this. Like, why can't I just let it, like people can just deal with the outtakes and everything? I'm just gonna post it. Right.
I get that feeling. So I'm the one who does all of our video editing. So I feel that so 100%, much.
Dude. Oh yeah.
That, and do you get the thing? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just that sort of special. But I turn on the camera. I know what I'm gonna say, and it starts off, "Hey," and then you just die.
You're like, "Hi, this is." Fuck, and you're like, God, what? Like, what? You know,
What's my name?
What? Oh, wait, what am I talking about? Like yesterday, I kept saying, like when I was filming this YouTube video, because I threw a bit for, you know, I threw something in for Advanced GG because of just because I wanted to and see if I can, you know, boost some stuff for people using the code and stuff like that. And you know, I kept saying advancedgg.com the whole time, but it's advanced.gg, and I kept saying it for 10 takes over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, bro. It's advanced.gg. Chill. Stop saying .com. Dylan, you're stupid. Stop. Stupid. No one loves it. Say it right.
Yeah.
Oh,
the struggle.
Oh yeah, dude. The struggle of making videos and content in general.
Right. Well, you kind of answered my next question. I was going to ask if you've ever done any wedding photography.
Yes.
I tried it once, and man,
it's hard, dude. It's tough.
Yeah.
Like I've only done backup shooting for my wife. Like she's the one who does all the main shots. And so this last wedding we did, I was photographing the groom and the groomsmen and stuff like that. Bro, talk about the most awkward, hard time to take pictures because like dudes just don't want to. We just don't want to take pictures in general. Like why? I'm already dressed up enough. Like I don't want to sit here and like pose and take a picture. I'm like, guys, look, I need you to do this because my wife's going to kill me if you don't. So I need you to do these poses. So if you don't do it, then I'm going to come for you. Okay. Because then you're the one. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I just, it's just certain things, it's wedding photography stuff because it's the pressure of you are recording someone, you are filming someone's like one of the most important days of someone's life. Yeah. And so if you mess up and you miss a shot, then like you're just done.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like capturing, making sure like literally even things that you think are insignificant, like this little like, oh my gosh, the cute little rose that was on this table that had their like wedding date on it. If you don't take a picture of that, done.
Yeah.
Like you gotta take pictures of every little thing. So it's like it's definitely one of those things, dude. But it was fun. It's always fun because you get free wedding food. So I mean,
free food. Man,
hey,
sign me up.
Yeah, exactly. I got my iPhone. I can take a picture with that, right?
Right. Oh, yeah.
Why are the only thing you took a picture of the buffet table?
I know. Don't worry about it. I can explain. I can explain. I swear.
Yeah, I just remember from my wedding and the two people I pitied. Like my wife wasn't bridezilla or anything, but like the two people I pitied was the DJ and our wedding photographer because they got bullied not by my wife, but by like all of my wife's relatives, and I was just like, "Oh my god, we're paying them. Leave them alone."
That's funny, dude. That's funny.
Oh man. Do either of you guys have questions written down, or was I the only one who prepared?
I'm prepared.
Okay.
Wow.
Can I get an exclamation point, Kyle, in the chat?
Everyone will do that.
Oh, they will.
You will.
Oh, that's funny.
Just kidding.
See, there it goes.
There it is.
Yeah.
Fluffy always coming in strong.
I love it, Fluffy.
Do you ever run into the issue doing the wedding photography of people getting in your way of taking professional photos to take photos with their phone? I've seen my sister have that exact issue within like my family, and she gets so mad.
Yeah, you're taking pictures. All of a sudden, you're standing here with this like awesome camera. Like, we're supposed to take professional pictures. Like I get it. You can take pictures your own time. So basically my wife, okay. So my wife is a very sweet lady, but when it comes to photography and doing her job with that, she's very to the point. And so if there's anybody in the way, she's like, I need you to leave.
Nice.
You need to stop doing this. She'll talk to the person who's in charge of the wedding venue. Can you take these people leave? Cause they're interrupting my work. But yeah. So yeah, that's always been a pain. Especially my wife's the one who's been doing it the longest, but yeah, it's always, people get in the way, wanting to take pictures, and you're like, dude, like we're trying to take the portraits, and you're in here trying can I take a picture with my iPhone? No, you can't. Sit down. I'll throw your iPhone in the woods. Yeah. Right. There's
find
your
it in
picture.
a punch hole.
That's
Go
right.
find it there.
But yeah. So yeah, I mean that's always an issue. People are like, even at my own wedding, bro. Like even I had a small wedding, and like people were like, can I take a picture? Like, no. Try taking some pictures in this epic snow. We're getting married in right now, okay? Deal with it. So, but yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's always something. Oh yeah, dude. We got married in Yosemite National Park. So.
Oh.
So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
I was gonna say that's closer to our neck of the woods than yours.
Yeah. Somewhat. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. God. Yep. That's the whole thing.
Exclamation point, Jake, in the chat, guys.
Unfortunately, I
Here
could
we
do
go.
way too long on the two weddings that I ever did, the one that I was ever paid for, and then the one that I helped with for my sister. I can't imagine. Like, I love photography. I can't imagine doing it for a job.
Yeah. No, yeah. She does it as a side thing. So whenever we need extra money, she's like, she'll throw it out there. I mean, wedding photography can get, she charges far lower than most people do. So,
Right.
but I mean, you can make a nice little cha-ching enough to pay for a vacation with some wedding photography, you know? So,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So moving on to the next question. What hobbies or interests do you have that you think led to being the creator and streamer that you are now?
I guess like I've always like done stuff with people. Like I've always been a people-oriented person. So like every job I've had, besides the one I worked for my dad for a few years, and that was more of like construction, HVAC, stuff like that. So I did that. But everything I've always done, I've always worked customer service, I've always worked, Starbucks, I've always worked with people, church even too. I was, I'm a youth pastor as well. So working with people constantly. And then also music too. I've played bass for now 15 years. And so I've always music has been a part of my life, creating even just like photography too. All these different things have really interested me for a while, and I love being creative. Like the thought process of being creative is huge for me. When I see something creative or I hear something creative, it literally like touches my soul almost. Like it's just super, just like, man, like I love this. I love when I hear certain songs where I hear see the creative vision of certain things, or even this is why I love Star Wars. Honestly, Star Wars came into my life when I was a very young kid. I'm not going to get too deep into it because we just don't have enough time, because I can talk forever about it. When I was a kid, my mom had really, really bad postpartum with my brother, and it actually turned into full-blown schizophrenia. And so crazy time of life, on the run. Honestly, my mom tried to kill us and kill my dad and everything. It was a crazy time of life. Like honestly, like at 6 years old, you're like, what the frick is going on right now? And then once I started just living with my dad and my brother, they, for a reason, I don't know who introduced me to Star Wars, but Star Wars came into life, and the creativity of like being able to take somebody outside of their present situation, the present circumstances, the present, hardships of life, almost like it drew me in. I'm like, bro, I can in this imaginative place, I can do whatever. Like I can create whatever, I can create a video, whatever it is. And so I think the accumulation of all that of life brought me to this point where I knew this is something I've always wanted to do. I even started a YouTube channel when I was like 19, but I stopped doing it because I was afraid to do it. And so and obviously, as being a youth pastor, bro, some of the youth pastors are the most creative people I know, because you have to entertain, not necessarily entertain. I mean, obviously I'm there to tell people about Christ and everything like that, and show the students who Jesus is and stuff and whatnot. But like, being creative, you're dealing with teenagers, dealing with junior hires, you're dealing with people. And so you have to be creative. You have to put on certain events. You have to, whatever it is. There's a lot of stuff that I've had to do. And so accumulating that into the space of content creation has been something I've always wanted to do. And so I think the accumulation of his life coming to this point where literally we had something happen to us, we were forced to be inside of our homes, to the point where my creativity was not being used. And so I was getting like, it was like freaking out. I was like, dude, I can't do anything. Like I can't be creative. I can't do like all this stuff. And so that's when I started making a TikTok. And then lo and behold, here we are now, that I didn't think would happen in almost a year. In August will be a year since I started TikTok. And so it's just like, wow, like this is the culmination of everything that I wanted to do. And now to the point that, I've been using What If I Got, and now seeing like all these things that we're able to, we've upgraded stuff, and now we're able to make better quality content, and like being able to take people to a place that if they're having a hard time, or even having a good time, whatever it is, whatever part of life they're in, if it's a good, bad, ugly part of their life, that they can come to the channel, or come to the content, or YouTube channel, or TikTok channel, or Twitter, or whatever it is, or the Discord community, and literally have a moment where it's like, hey, like I don't need to worry about life right now. We're here, we're hanging out, We're like family. That's why I call it the Deadly Fam, because we're family. And so I mean that. And it's not just a saying like, oh, we're Deadly Fam, like cool, it's a cool name. No, it's like, it's legitimate. And so, yeah, but I would say like that, just everything in life kind of pointed me towards this content creation field. And now the feeling that I've received from seeing some really good content, creative content, from creative songs to creative videos to creative whatever, now I have the opportunity to do that for somebody else and hopefully inspire more people to do the same for other people.
That's awesome. And you've been killing it. Like I found you, I don't know, a couple months ago on TikTok. Pardon me. And well, I guess about 6 months ago, 7 months ago.
Yeah, you started. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was about before December, right before I did my fast, I think is when you found me.
Yeah, pretty close.
January off. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty close to then, because I know we because I had actually found you through I was following Bad Bear Gamer and John C. Stout on TikTok, and then found you through them. And dude, you are absolutely doing amazing in that sphere, and your streams are always just such a great place to hang out.
That's awesome. That means a lot.
I appreciate it, man. I do. Yeah. And you definitely you are an incredibly motivating individual to me when I see you. So I appreciate that, and I'm glad that I have the chance to, as close to face as we can get right now.
Right.
You know, thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem, man. Until I decide to go take a trip to Yellowstone, and then
hey, I mean, we're on the way. We got couches, bro.
yeah. Babe, I'm leaving, babe. Where are you going? I'm going to Yellowstone. Why? Because I want to. The boys are in Yellowstone.
That's right.
Road trip. Let's go.
Road trip for the boys.
It's a beautiful road trip.
Yes,
so kind of tacking on to what we were just talking about. Obviously everybody suffers and deals with lack of motivation and desire to keep going, especially in content creation, but even just in, I feel like ever since COVID hit, so many people suffer from a lack of motivation, even in their day-to-day lives and jobs. What are some things that you do and try to think about in order to stay motivated?
That's so, you know, what's so funny about it is that the last couple of days I've been just feeling super just unmotivated to do a lot of things. Not because like I don't want to, but it's the unmotivation from not taking a break. And I need to take a break. Like today I don't stream at all. Like usually I stream in the mornings, which because you show up sometimes in the mornings to my streams. And I didn't stream today because it's like I need a day. Like I can't, like I don't want to talk this morning in front of a camera. Like I need a break. And I was like, and everyone will understand. Like I don't like at the end of the day, like I needed to. So like, but I guess in general, like honestly, COVID hit me pretty hard too, to the point where you know, even after things started opening up, my body and my mind were in survival mode. Like, and so I was like, you know, when COVID hit, I think it was everybody did this. So, you know, COVID, some people didn't have jobs. Some people, you know, things were shut down. Like people were staying up later than usual. People were doing things that they like, wow, like, you know, people who had to wake up at 5 a.m. for work didn't have to anymore. And so like, now they're staying up late. And so you get to the point where you just become used to just not being able to do anything, right? You're either, you know, if you were an essential worker, you go to work, come home, and that's it. You couldn't do anything else. That's it. That's literally everything you could do. Weekends come along, you're not doing anything because there's nothing to do, you know? And so it was just super lazy. And then, so I'm surprised that honestly, like, I thank God for motivation during COVID, because if I didn't have the motivation, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, with streaming, with anything in general, honestly. And so I think the things that I've had to do, make sure I do, is number one, understanding that for me, and I'm in a different spot than a lot of people. I think, you know, people with kids can understand. I know that David, you have kids. I don't know about Kyle or Jake or anything like that or whatever. But like, you know, being married with kids, like I have, and so not this is not just like, hey, cool, like I can, you know, I'm gonna stream and hopefully it works out. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, hey, like this is something I want to do, and I've had the opportunity for my wife to be like, hey, We see what's happening. We see this is crazy. We didn't expect this to happen. You need to freaking run with it. Right. So I see this as a huge opportunity that not a lot of people get to move into a realm that people dream of doing.
Yeah.
Right. Right. People dream of doing. So I feel like that if I'm not motivated with it, I am doing the people a disservice for being like, you have this opportunity in your squad. Like people dream, like I'm playing video games and I'm making a living off of it.
Yeah.
What? Like, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? Like making, and don't get me, don't get me wrong. It's not just playing video. It's tough work. Like, dude, they're staying up 3 a.m. making content, like thinking of video ideas and stuff like that. But I have this opportunity to be like, hey, family, again, I have a daughter and a son and a wife to provide for. Like, I have this opportunity to be like, hey, you get this opportunity to freaking kill it and go full force. And I have been. And so every time that trust me, I'll have my lazy days because we all need breaks. And I think that's everybody. You see, every content creator needs a break. You have to have a break. Like you can't go 24/7 on something empty. Like you have to refuel. You have to take a moment. Like, dude, I sat on Sundays. I ended up streaming Sunday, but I cut my Sunday stream short because I was tired.
Right.
I was like, I need to sleep. I spent Sunday sitting down watching that superhero show, that cartoon superhero show on Amazon.
Invincible.
Yeah, I sat down watching that. I haven't finished it yet. I'm gonna probably finish it tonight. But like, I'm just sitting there and like, I'm just like, man, I haven't done this in a long time.
Yep.
So I think part of the reason, I think there's 2 steps to staying motivated. Number 1 is understanding the opportunity you've been given, right? Understanding that, and then me also understanding that I need breaks sometimes.
Yeah.
Too. And I think also the biggest thing, and I think this is a huge thing, and this is something that Big Rob has really helped me with, is sleep. How do you say it? What does sleep mean? Staying motivated. Here's what happens when you sleep more and you sleep better. You get deep sleep, you wake up naturally ready to rock and roll because your body's ready. You're ready to rock and roll. You're ready to go. Dude, can I be real? So I took 2 weeks off of caffeine, right? Took 2 weeks of caffeine. I posted all over TikTok, over Twitter, because I wanted people to keep me accountable, right? Took 2 weeks off of caffeine. I went to bed. I went to bed probably. I tried to go to bed as early as possible. Sometimes I went to bed at 1 and just it is what it is. But I tried to go to bed earlier and get some really good sleep. Bro, when I tell you that I had the most energy and the most motivation that I've ever had in my entire life, taking no caffeine and sleeping good, bro, I was flying better than I did with caffeine.
Yeah.
So like, it's a mental state too. It's a mental state too. You have to want it. If you don't want it, then you're not going to do it. Also too, I'll say this too. And looking at content creators in general, you have to decide, am I in this for as far as is this something that I see, I'm going to keep my job and I'm going to still just kind of do a part-time thing. I'm still going to have fun with it. I'm going to rock it and make content when I can. Or are you going to be the person that says, hey, look, you know what? Let's freaking do this. Let's try this out and let's go full speed ahead. Let's put out quality stuff and everything like that. So there's that motivation part too, where you have to see, because a lot of people get really demotivated from making content or streaming because in their heads, I don't know, they may want it to happen quick, or they may want it to happen, faster than usual. But at the end of the day, they get demotivated because they can't have their entire focus on it. Right. And so it's understanding, knowing where you're at. Like, if you have a full-time job and you're doing this, don't freaking go after it with your whole heart, but understand the process it's going to take. It's going to take you a little longer than somebody who may be in college. Or let's be real. There's a lot of guys that are blowing up right now. They're freaking like 17 years old. I'm like, bro, what the heck? This is crazy.
Right.
Like seeing some of these guys that are killing, some of these young 20s, and they're all of a sudden they're blowing up and everything like that. Looking at guys who, like myself, who are also full-time dads, full-time, husband, worker, and everything like that. You just it's a different kind of motivation. So understanding where you're at. So you can lose motivation quick if you're just in this to just kind of, have some fun, or have, just do it kind of on the side and expecting it to blow up, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just kind of that understanding. But for me, it's just understanding I have this opportunity that I have been given to do something with it. And there's been success in it. So I look at myself, I'd be stupid not to put everything in it and to rock and roll with it. And I'd be dumb to not take this opportunity that's been given to me, that I believe not just, and I, again, I don't know where everyone's at with everything, but I'm a firm believer in Jesus and everything like that. I firm believe that God gave me this opportunity to rock this thing. Yeah. And honestly, I'm a youth pastor too. So I do full-time youth pastoring in this. Yep. So I've been given this opportunity to rock this thing and blessing from my wife and my family, like, dude, honestly, family members that are like, video games are stupid. Like nothing good comes from video games. All of a sudden I'm like, dude, like, this is crazy. Like you're killing it with this. And I'm like, yeah, And so just looking at the opportunity that's been given, running with it, not growing tired, not growing weary with it, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And you're going to grow tired. You're going to get those moments where you go through a lull in your content. If I can be honest, I'm going through a lull in my content for TikTok because I'm like, I don't know what else to do right now. Because I know that TikTok is all over the place right now. People are paying for stuff. And like, I honestly believe a lot of people's views are suffering because of that and everything, So like, it's tough. Like, I don't know what to do. People who are doing the same content as me or look at the same kind of content in the same realm, doing way better. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? They're doing the same kind of thing. Is it just my videos aren't getting pushed out? Like what's going on? So I'm in a lull of like, what do I do next? Right. What's the next step I need to take my content? Because I feel like I've exhausted certain areas and I'm like, okay, cool. We've exhausted a little bit. Let's try to move on to something else now. And so that's the constant thing too, is staying motivated. Understand you can't do the same thing over and over again, staying motivated to be like, okay, I got to create new ideas. If I don't create new ideas, it's not going to go far. If the Ford Model T stayed Ford Model T its whole life, and that was the only car it produced, Ford would be out of business right now.
Yes,
it's because they're continuing to innovate. That's why. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. Yeah.
I love so much of what you just said there. You have no idea, dude. There's so many things that you said. These guys smiled, and because they know they see the stuff that no one else sees with me. Kyle especially, because his room is like right next to where I record all of our stuff, and he hears me exclaiming when I mess things up or am out of ideas or
and it's tough, dude. It's just it's not the easiest being a content creator because you're not, unless you're signed to some sort of company or whatever, but like you're your own. It's 9 to 5. It's not a 9 to 5. It's based on you. Yeah. Content creation is based on you, and your motivation is determining how far you go with your content. Yeah. Your motivation is depending on how far you're going to take everything. Your motivation is how far, it's where it's at. And so if you're not motivated, then you might as well just quit, to be honest. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm not saying you or anybody. I'm just saying in general, if you're not motivated to do it and you just expect, instant success, like quit. It's not for you. If you're going to whine all the time, it's not for you. Like this is tough. This is the point where you get frustrated. This is sacrificing for me family time. This is sacrificing for me, moments with my wife. Like there's moments like I have to, and I've had like, look, we got to run. Cause like my goal is to get my wife to not work anymore. I don't want my wife working anymore. Not because of anything, because she wants to homeschool the kids. She wants to be able, she doesn't want to work anymore. She wants to be able to be there for the kids. She wants to be able to do certain things. And so like, just getting to the point where, so I have to be motivated. I have to. And if I'm not, then I might as well just turn the cameras off, sell everything I have, and go work a 9 to 5.
Yep. I get that. That's kind of where I'm at with this. I grew up. My dad, he was a pastor, but he didn't really have anything else that he could do to bring home money. So he was a truck driver. And there for a while, a lot of the local stuff shut down. So he actually had to even quit being a pastor and went over the road. So like when I was younger, my dad really wasn't around. And so like, I don't want that for my boys. So I'm trying to build this into something to where I can be with them. Because my job right now, while it's not as bad as being over the road, like, I mean, you can ask Kyle and Jake, I'm gone a lot. And things can pop off. I work in corrections. So, I mean, emergencies happen and I'm gone. You know what I mean? Like,
you're gone 3 a.m. You're gone. Dad's gone.
Yep.
So I get that. And that's how I felt too. Like I think I feel like that's the shift that's happening with people who are in their late 20s to early 30s right now. Is the shift of we don't want to work 9 to 5 anymore. I'm tired of working 9 to 5. I'm tired of like, I don't want to be gone. Like I have 2 kids. Like the most amazing things that my kids are able to walk in here and like say what's up to dad. Like, and obviously I work at the church. I work at my church like, 3 days a week, but I'm like, it's down the road. Like I'm able to come home for lunch. I'm able to like,
Right.
You know, so like I've been super grateful. I've been super blessed to do that. Like I hated working at Starbucks because I worked at Starbucks the first year of my daughter's life. I was working from 1 a.m. not 1 a.m. from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. every freaking day. And like, or except for the days I had youth and stuff like that, but I was working those times. I'd never get to see her go to sleep. I'd never get to say goodnight to her. I would never get to do bedtime story. I would never get to do any of that. And so now that I have this opportunity, more motivation, like I want to spend time with the family. Like there's ways to do this thing. There's ways to make a living off this. There's ways to have your livelihood off this. So that way you can have time with your family, you know, and it's looking at yourself and being like I've heard this today from somebody, and it's like, you know, the content that we put out, because everyone can put out content. It takes no brainer to put out content. You can do anything in the content, but is the content you're putting out, is the content you're putting out right now content that you would even want to consume? Or are we just throwing out content? Because you can start throwing out content and then it's total trash and people are like, why, you know, because we've seen, let's be real, we've seen some TikToks and we've seen some YouTube videos like, what was that person thinking? Like, why aren't you showing your face? Why are you just throwing a really bad clip up there of you doing that? Like that's not going to help.
Right.
So that's the difference between people who just want instant success and people who actually want to do this thing.
Yeah. You
have to want it. You have to want it. Because if you don't want it, you're just, again, you might as well turn everything off. Like, just don't. This is tough. This is an area where there's nights of crying. There's nights of I don't know if I'm doing good enough. There's nights of, you know, for me, like I have a Discord community of 1,000 people, right? We're partnered with Discord and everything like that. The most frustrating thing for me, and the sad thing is that, like, bro, I can't get half of those people to be active. Even I have like 30 people that are active 100% in Discord all the time. I'm like, bro, like, what the heck? Like, it's super disheartening, right? But I understand that, okay, I have 30 freaking people that are active in the Discord. It's a way of looking at like, wow, okay, cool. You can look at a YouTube video, bro. It only got like 50 views. Bro, 50 people saw your video. At least it doesn't say 0. Because if it said 0, then we need to talk. Right? Because like, obviously YouTube didn't even think your video was good enough to get on the algorithm, right? So like, it's one of those things, right? And so you have to look at what you're putting out, dude, because a lot of people want to do this thing, but they don't put out the quality content that's going to take to stay here.
Yeah.
Obviously our value is okay. Your value is not found in the content you put out. So we as people, we need to understand, like, my value is not found in my content that I put out. However, as a content creator, our value is found in the content that we put out.
Right. It's the product.
You know what I'm saying? It's the product. Am I putting out a product? Are you consuming it? If you're not consuming it, then I need to not blame the algorithm. I hate TikTok people that blame the freaking algorithm. Deal with it. Your content probably just is not that good at the moment. I have to look at myself like, bro, I put out a video at 500 views. I'm like, why did it suck?
Yep.
Like, I have to look at myself. There's moments where the algorithm is against you, because there's a time where I was like, what the frick? Like, I don't understand what's going on. Like, I'm doing the same content. What's going on? But we look at ourselves and be like, why is our content? Why isn't my content not? But I'd stop looking at the consumer and look at myself, because I'm it's not the consumer's fault.
Right.
If you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you have recalls on cars. People are consuming the car and they're like, this is crap. Give me a refund on it. Give me something that's different, you know? And so, like, we have to understand what we're putting out will bring value to our content. And then there's all that stuff, the sponsorships that people are dying for, the partnerships, that check mark that everyone wants. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it'll come, but are you putting out stuff? And also understanding this, it's not about what I'm not doing. It's about what do I need to also stop doing? Right. To take my content. People that stream 7 days a week, you're stupid. Sorry. I don't mean that in a bad way. You're not stupid as a person, but if you stream 7 days a week, that's dumb. You're killing yourself. Yeah. Like, I've been streaming a lot more lately because, like, I've been just loving it. I've been loving the it's not because I'm like, oh, I need to stream. I need to put the grind in. Right. You know, it's because I've just been enjoying it. I've been enjoying the community. I've been enjoying hanging out with people. I've been enjoying chilling with people. It's been fun. Like, you know, I can always guarantee there's going to be 30 some people in the stream now, which is crazy. And I never thought I would get to that point where I can just stream and like, dude, here it is. Let's rock it. Let's have some fun. And so I've been doing that, but like, I understand, like, I don't need to stream 5 days a week. I can stream 3 days a week and make content the rest and still good. I can stream 2 days a week. I was streaming 2 days a week when I first started this. I was only streaming 2 days a week and everything took off. And so it's not about what more can I do. It's also looking at stuff that I can cut out so that way I can make quality content, because my Twitch channel is not going to bring people in. It's my other stuff that's going to bring people in. And everyone says that. And it's true. It's become almost cliche at this point, but still some people are like, I need to grind and stream 7 days a week. It's understanding what not to do also. And so you take that to a new level, and then your content, and then you get your content that's on a steady growth. And steady growth is great growth.
Yep.
You know, it's always revamping. You're always changing things. If people aren't consuming the content, what do I need to change? If people aren't doing, you know, so it's that thought process.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. And I think it's the same way. I don't know. I was taught different than a lot of people in my generation, I think, by my dad and grandpa. Like, this is a job, and it really is. And this is something that if you're motivated to do it, and that's really what you want to do with it, you have to do the same as at any other company. You know, it's not about where you are. It's about doing the best possible thing that you can. If you're not doing the best, why are you doing it?
Right, exactly. Because if you're putting out, if I was at Starbucks and I kept making drinks wrong and I kept doing everything wrong and I never listened, I never corrected myself, and I would have been fired long ago.
Yeah. Well, that's,
you know,
yeah, and that's my grandpa used to say, it doesn't matter if you're the ditch digger or the CEO, dig the best damn ditch you can.
Right.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%, because that ditch digger can become the boss of other ditch diggers.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden form his own company that is the ditch diggers. And now all of a sudden he's no longer the ditch digger. He is now the CEO of the ditch diggers.
Exactly. And I think so many people lose track of that, especially, man, like I consume a lot of TikTok, mostly because like I doom scroll. If I'm like can't come up with an idea for a video,
I feel it. I do the same thing, bro. You're not the only one. Yeah.
But I get so mad sometimes scrolling through, and I'm like, man, I want to talk, and I almost hit the duet button. I'm like, no, what is that? What is that gain? That's not our brand. That's not who we are. That's not what I want to put out. And yeah, I know drama sells. Like, I know how to get people invested. I used to argue with people on Facebook just for fun. I don't start drama with people to grow. Like, that's not what we are.
It's stupid. Like, why? Yeah. That doesn't make any sense. Like, I know there's people that there's some people that, you know, they build their content around drama. Like, and this is another thing I've had to learn. What you build your content on is what you have to keep people with.
Yep.
Whatever you catch the fish with, that's what you have to keep catching with.
Yeah.
It is what it, you know? And so like, that's where, yeah, it's true. Like, so you can do complaining all the time. Sometimes you just get done with complaining. You don't want to complain anymore. And all of a sudden you wonder why your content's taking a dump, because you decided to build your content around complaining or around, you know, there's people who like, they'll vent and everything. I'm not talking about like just complaining just to like, you know, talk about stuff. I'm talking about just literally just causing drama. Stop, you know what I'm saying? People that, again, we and I think we've all seen this and we all make fun of it now, but it was big when I first started TikTok, was the whole like, hey, you want to grow a small streamer? Put your link in the bio. Let's do it. Yay. And then I started that, and that's how I exploded the first time. And that's how I started the Discord. And it was based on support, but then I slowly realized that doesn't work. And I lost a lot of people from the community. And now we're at a healthy place where it's like, dude, we're just a community that loves each other and that loves gaming, and we'll play with each other and we'll hang out. And so that's what the community has become. But now, since I've made the community around that, now people come because of that. And I can keep people a lot easier with a family atmosphere than, hey, support. You know?
Yeah, no, I that's one of the reasons why I'm so happy we have been so sure of what we wanted to do from the start of this, Jake and I, and kind of where our end goals are, that even as we've been like floundering around and trying to figure things out, we've avoided a lot of the things that are against what we stand for, as well as we've made a real point to put variety of content out, even on TikTok and stuff, because we want people to know we're not a Warzone stream. We're not a Stardew Valley stream. We're not, you know what I mean? Like, we are everything. And the stream isn't about the game. It's about the three of us being jerks to each other.
Exactly. No, exactly. And that's where a lot of people shooting themselves in the foot, because what if all of a sudden Activision was like, we're done with Warzone?
Yeah.
It'll die eventually.
Right. And so like,
games
that's where I'm at right now. I have I'm all Apex right now, right?
Right.
However, I've slowly integrated certain like single player games. I mean, TikTok is all Apex. Like, that's not going to change. It's Apex.
Right.
If something else happens, it'll probably shift over to something. You know I can shift back and forth to certain things, But like even with streaming, like I was all Apex for a second. Now I'm starting to get like, I like Apex, but I'm tired of getting sweated on. So like I'm gonna play Star Wars Fallen Order. And I did, and I had the same amount of people in my stream as I do when I play Apex. That's what happens. You get people to buy into you. You get people to buy into you, and they'll keep coming because it's you. If they come in for a game and the game dies, you're done. If it's just about your game, like a lot of people think it's just about your gameplay. No, I don't care about your gameplay. Honestly, I don't care about your gameplay at all. Like even when people do go-to clips, I'm like, cool, that's cool, awesome. You shot a shot from 400 meters. Like I don't.
Yeah,
doesn't matter to me. Like, and I'm not saying it's bad content at all. Like that's what people rock and stuff like that. But for me, it's like the person. Yeah. Like if you're a crappy person, like I don't want to consume your content. Right. So I've learned fast that they buy into you, they'll buy into your content, and they'll stay no matter what you play, no matter what game you throw up there. Yeah, there's gonna be some nights where you throw up a different game if you're content creator for a certain game and it's a little lower in number, but like regardless, you're still rocking and you still have those faithful that are there for you, you know. And so the other people just haven't caught up yet.
Yeah. I mean, I say all the time, I'm not upset that we have steady and slow growth. Like, don't get me wrong. Would I have loved to have been an overnight success and blown up? Yes. Would we have been ready for it? No. We wouldn't have been, and we would have failed. But now, like, I know everyone in our community. There's not a single person who comes to our streams that when they come in, it's not like, hey, this is that person, and I know them from this and that. Like, unless obviously it's a brand new viewer, but like 90% of people who show up, like we know them and we have stories with them and experiences. So it's not, and they don't go anywhere. Even when we play, man, we played the dumbest, memeiest game in the world on Sunday, and it was the most fun ever.
I know. I saw what you're playing. I was like, what are they playing over there? That's literally what I thought. I was like, what the heck is it? What's Death Ray playing right now?
Yeah, it's Goose Goose Duck. It's basically meme Among Us, but it's
Ooh, so much better. So
that's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Sorry, just responding to this real quick.
Yep.
Oh, you're good. No worries.
Okay. What time are we at? Yeah, so we're almost there. So I think I have to, I guess, step back a little more for just 1 second, because I have to say, when you were talking about sleep, I feel personally attacked, sir. That is
every content creator does, bro. Right. Everybody does, man.
I think you're exactly right. And I got forced off of caffeine because they're I've been open with my community about this. They're testing to see if I have the same genetic heart issues that my sister and my dad have. And so for the duration of those tests, I can't do caffeine or anything. So I got forced off of it, and I'm on a month and a half now, no caffeine. And the initial waking up part is harder, but once I put my feet on the floor, like I don't get, exactly. Like
you fly.
Yeah, I don't drag to the bathroom to turn on the shower anymore. Like I don't feel like I don't wake up until I reach work. Like I sit down in my chair at work, ready to actually work and do my job, which I'm sure my boss appreciates. But yeah, no, it's crazy. And I can only imagine if I were actually disciplined enough to put my butt in bed before midnight, often enough to get real sleep.
Because some people are stupid and they're like, let's chug a G Fuel at 10 p.m. while I stream.
Oh.
Even if you go to bed, like at, let's just say you go to bed at 1 and you get 8 hours of sleep, wake up at 9, you're still going to be dragging because the caffeine doesn't stay caffeine stays in your body for 6 to 8 hours. And so even if you're sleeping, caffeine is still keeping your body awake. So you're not getting restful sleep. Therefore, that's why you feel like a train hits you in the morning, because people don't do so. Yeah. So, I mean, but yeah, for you, again, like now that you're off caffeine, imagine if like you went to bed at 12 a.m. And so, you know what? I could use that energy to get up at 6 and do the same thing I'm doing this late at night. with double the energy.
Yeah, and that's something that I've considered trying is doing like editing and stuff in the morning before leaving and showering and all that stuff. Haven't gotten there yet, admittedly.
It'll get there.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things that I considered it, but I didn't like. I'm very much a disciplined person. Once I choose, like, all right, I'm gonna do this. I didn't choose that. So
right. Once you decide that, it changes everything. It also changes, like for me, like I don't know about everybody else, but I gained a crap ton of weight during COVID.
Yeah.
That I'm not proud of. What happens when you don't get enough sleep? I've actually found this out is what it does. It raises cortisol levels in your body, which is it's almost like causes anxiety, and then it also causes your body to go into survival mode. Therefore, you gain weight because your body is thinking that you're not getting enough whatever, and so it creates more fat.
Yeah. It also actually, so this is a weird reason why I know this, but it also actually affects your memory. So
that's why you're like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah, REM sleep actually helps wash out cortisol from your bloodstream, and it's one of the reasons why if there's something that happens where your sympathetic nervous system activates or a traumatic event, they recommend doing reports on it or like writing down what happened like initially and then the next night and then after the second night, because your memory on that third iteration of the event after getting solid sleep after that, because of the increased cortisol, will be better. So yeah, it's amazing the things that our body does when we don't take care of it.
And if we take care of it, we'll be more motivated to do what we love to do.
100%. That's Kyle and I are actually, we've been talking about it for a while, and I'm gonna finally kick him in the butt and get started here soon. But we're gonna start working out again because we haven't since before COVID, and we need to get back in the gym.
God damn it.
I started doing that too, 2 days a week, dude. I got a guy at our church that's a personal trainer. He's just starting to get his certification for it, and so I was like, I'll be your test subject.
Nice.
So I get to do that, and so yeah, no. It's again, that's another thing too. People think, oh, I'm gonna be so tired if I go to the gym. No, dude, I have so much energy after I come home from the gym. I'm like, my body hurts because I just worked out, but like, dude, you're ready to freaking go.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, so
you keep going on that sleep thing. It's oh my!
Everyone
God.
starts yawning. Oh, I'm tired all of a sudden.
No, I'm pretty sure everyone in our channel knows I served time in the Army, and their belief is you just need 4 hours of sleep to function next day. Just function, not brain.
Yeah,
activity,
just function. Brain dead.
Brain dead. Because all they want you to do is basically get up, exercise, and continue with the mission. But
there's so many Army stereotypes that I want to say right now, but it's okay.
Well,
we eat food, work out, shoot gun.
I've still maintained bad habits from them.
I get you. No, I understand.
It's just terrible because, like, even I feel great about some of the streams we do. And then I've fallen asleep on some of them because I didn't go to sleep that entire night. I busted my ass through the night because I knew I had to wake up and get going, and I knew I couldn't sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
It's a
mentality and habits I've gained from the Army. Like even Jake and David contest to this. I drink probably a pack or two a week, depending on what I'm feeling like. And I know it's a bad habit.
Yeah.
That's bad because that's caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
And sugar. You're killing yourself. No, I get that, dude. It's bad habit. And again, that's what me. I was drinking almost 2 to 3 Reigns a day. You understand? There's a lot of caffeine. That's a crap ton. That's why I was during COVID, though.
I thought I drank a lot of caffeine. Holy crap, bro.
That was during COVID because my body was in survival mode.
Right.
And it was bad. It was bad, bro. Like my heart was like going nuts and like, but I was so like, but then I stopped doing it. Actually, that's one of the reasons. And I started doing caffeine for like, I cut it out for a little bit. Like not the 2 weeks that I did it was not the first time. I did it a little bit too. Cause I was like, dude, like my grandfather died of heart stuff. Like, and I'm not going to do that. So like, And I was like, I want to stay alive for my children. So like, I'm not about to like kill myself with like just overdoing it. Cause that's like 600 milligrams of caffeine. So
yeah. I think that's 900. 3 reigns.
Let's see. I have one right here.
Heck yeah.
Let's see. It should be here somewhere. I think it is 300.
I think they are.
Yikes.
Oh.
That's a lot.
You look at the recipes. Do I want to consume that anymore?
But
no, it's crazy though. So I don't drink them as much anymore because I'll do advanced GG, or I'll do like, we have an electrolyte drink at my house. It's like natural electrolytes, and so that automatically like hydrates your body, and so it gives you a little stuff. But like, yeah, dude, like I drink one of those. Like, dude, I almost get like, I have to drink half now because I'll get anxious.
Yeah.
Like because my body's like, so like, yeah. So I have to like be careful, and I'm careful with how much caffeine I consume too. Like, just like I try to have just one caffeinated beverage a day. Like I'll have like a small thing of coffee in the morning, which is not really a lot of caffeine, but I'll try to limit myself to one a day now, so that way I can actually sleep.
Yeah. No, that makes sense, and that's where I was when everything started, and we started doing the tests. Is I was doing a freaking Monster or Rockstar every morning, and then at least 1 cup of G Fuel every Friday night, so that I could stay up, because Friday is like my one night that I could do stuff. So I would stream until
I could do everything. Let's go.
Dude, we would stream Warzone until like 2 in the morning.
2,
and so after I've worked a full 8-hour plus day, and then
Saturday you're just like
100% sit on the couch, watch the kid, lift an eyelid every once in a while. Okay, he's not doing anything.
Dead? Okay, cool. Oh, they're putting a fork in the electrical socket. Cool.
Right?
It's a little file into it. Oh, they're inside the wrappers again? Okay.
But yeah, no, I mean, it definitely was that way for me. But then now that I've been off caffeine, like I'm not missing out. Like I stream from like 7:30, 8 o'clock, whenever I can get my son to finally fall asleep, until like midnight. I still sometimes go to 1 in the morning, but when I wake up the next morning, I don't feel like taking care of my son is now a huge burden, and like I'm just drained. Like I wake up in the morning with almost as much energy as he does, and it's like, let's go play, let's do stuff.
Right. And then in doing so also creates a happy wife, and therefore everything in the household's great.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying,
yeah. No, I would not have thought 3 weeks ago to a month ago that I'd have been as much of an anti-caffeine advocate as I am now, but
we hate caffeine. Death to caffeine.
All right. So
cut me off soon.
Hey, we tried. We did have a sub goal that Kyle was gonna have to stop soda for an entire year. We didn't quite reach it, but
what was the sub goal? How much?
What was that one? 225?
250, I think.
No, it wasn't 250. It was 225. Yours was at 225. Yeah.
How far did you guys get?
We made it to 100, so
close. Halfway there at least.
Yeah. I mean, we got plenty of other things. Jake had to do the State Farm cosplay,
Oh yeah,
and shave my beard.
Yeah, he had to shave his beard.
Onion. And
I was thinking about speaking of beards. I was thinking about doing a stream like when I'm getting a little closer to partner, being like, if I don't have 75 people in the stream tonight, I'm shaving my beard.
We're all showing up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to see the beard, like you're gonna show up. Right, exactly.
Yeah, we have conversations in his chat, guys, about how we show up for the beard. Like
exactly, it's true. And I get rated because like, dude, I saw your beard. Dude, you don't even know me. I could have been a total douche, and you like rated me.
That beard though. That beard.
And I wore that Hawaiian shirt that one night, and I got rated for 500 people by that Pro Apex player. I was like, did you see that?
That's what happened. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw that stream, but I came in after the raid and I was like, what is going on?
some guy was looking. He was like, I like this dude, and I like his shirt. I'm gonna rate him. I was like,
That's legit.
Hawaiian shirt, Marah.
bro.
No, that's awesome, bro.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro. But yeah. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, I'm gonna play this drop real quick, and then we're gonna go into Jake's segment called Shenanigans.
Oh,
Our shenanigans are cheeky and fun.
Shenanigans! Shenanigans! Shenanigans!
I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy that says shenanigans.
All right, Jake, take it away.
Okay. Well, we're going to be playing a new game this time, and that's one that we're actually all going to be playing. I call it Make It Canon or Get to Bannon.
Oh my gosh.
Where's my band hammer? Where's my band? Shay, bring the band hammer.
And what we are going to be doing is we are going to go through the 11 theatrically released Star Wars films and The Mandalorian. It's going to go in turn order. And when it's your turn, you have two options. You can either pick one of the remaining choices and canonize it. Once it's been canonized, it can't be touched. Or you can ban it. Anything that gets banned, we are no longer allowed to talk about on this podcast ever. Not just this episode, it's gone forever. So essentially, you can protect one of them that you love, or you can get rid of something that you hate.
Oh my gosh.
As our
just get rid of the
guest,
whole sequel series. I was kidding. Go ahead.
Well, as our guest, you will go first. You can pick any of the 11 movies, or The Mandalorian are your options. You can either ban it or you can canonize it. What would you like to do?
Oh, so I can canonize. Okay, say that again one more time for me.
Any of the you can either make it canon, at which point it's locked in. It can't be gotten rid of. No one else can interact with it, or you can ban it. Those are your two options.
So I can pick one of those.
Yep.
Yes. We've got the 9 episodes, Rogue One, Solo, and The Mandalorian.
We are 100% canonizing Empire Strikes Back.
Yes. This is the man right here.
Because if that got
Solid
decanonized,
choice.
I don't know what I would do.
Right.
I would riot.
Yeah, 100%.
That's reasonable. David, you can go next.
We're banning Solo. Let's get it out of here. Get it out of here.
You are a horrible man.
I knew it. I knew it.
Movie.
That was gonna be my first choice as well. I hate that movie.
Look,
I'm turning off my camera now.
I will say this in its defense: if it had been Solo and Woody Harrelson's crew the whole time, like I'd have loved that movie because that part was amazing. And I do like their pick for Lando. Donald Glover's amazing.
Absolutely.
But there's so many little details in that movie that made me go, what?
It's
That I
just little,
couldn't-
but it filled in a giant plot hole about what the frick was the Corellian Run and what was all that. It filled in a great plot hole, and you're like, let's ban it.
Yeah,
You're a
because
horrible man.
I would rather not know what the Kessel Run is.
No, I
Then-
want it.
I do not have an answer.
I'd rather not know than have the, what's your last name? Oh, you're traveling alone? Solo.
That was pretty stupid of me.
He does so much crying in that movie. You know what Han Solo has never done before? Cry.
It was before his transformation. Every caterpillar has a transformation, baby.
I love it. Ooh, I'm glad I picked the polarizing one.
Okay, Kyle, what do you want to canonize or ban?
You know what? I feel like
Careful.
an asshole.
Uh-oh.
Let's just straight out ban episode 1.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Give it straight. You're literally banning the greatest lightsaber fight out of the entire saga. You're in here being like, "Hey, let's ban Darth Maul. Let's forget about everything that happened in Episode 1." What kind of Star Wars fan are you? Oh, disgraceful! Let me guess. You liked Episode 8, huh? Wow.
Look. I'll full on admit to, I love Star Wars. Period. The first 6 films I loved. I gotta watch it when I was a kid. My aunt just brought those the cassette
VHS.
The VHS
cassette tape.
tapes
We'll go with
over to
cassette
me.
tape. We understand.
And I watched those to a point where you could not watch them again.
Done.
But
So the last time I'm on the show.
I
You
warned you about
a
Kyle.
podcast about Phantom Menace just in spite.
And-
That was the greatest movie ever.
I mean, until they introduced Jar Jar.
Oh, don't listen. Jar Jar was a gentleman.
I like the alternate version of Jar Jar.
I want Jar Jar. I see Jar Jar was supposed to be the Dark Lord, okay, but no one liked him.
Yeah, I like that version. I don't care for the one that's actually in the movies.
Bro.
I told
Sarge
you,
still
Jake.
thinks this was him all along.
Right?
Oh yeah, this is going exactly how I hoped it would.
Yeah.
So might as well just use. Do you hate your mother and your father too?
Father, yes.
Do you steal candy from children? Is that what you do?
Yeah, Kyle, do you steal candy from children?
So on that note, I went to my niece's birthday party. That was 2 weeks ago.
You stole candy from
I stole a bottle of cotton candy from all the kids. What? And then was like, "Hey, I gotta go stream. Bye."
And the person I knew that would exclude Episode 1.
Mhm.
Candy stealer. Probably don't help old ladies cross the street either. You monster.
Oh no. No, he does not.
We push
No.
him in the
Got the
street.
opportunity
He's like
I haven't
1,000
got the
points.
opportunity.
Ooh, do I get a point? I win. What do I win? Jail time.
I win. Run from the police. Got it going.
Bruh. No. Anyway, go ahead.
All right, Jake.
All right. I think I'm going to continue to anger you here.
Yeah, I know where he's going.
To canonize Episode 8.
Ooh.
My third favorite Star Wars movie.
I'm not going to listen to anything you say anymore. Nothing. I can't hear you. So I'm going to talk now and tell you how horrible Episode 8 is, okay? Episode 8 is the most garbage lightsaber fighting piece of trash that I've ever seen put out. They dishonored
Whoa.
They
The
made Rey
best,
I can't even hear you, so there's no
the
use talking,
best
okay? It was
lightsaber
horrible.
fight
It
in
was
Star
awful.
Wars
Garbage.
history is the
Literally,
fight
my
against the
fucking
Imperial
foot.
Guards.
Just a movie, a shot of my foot is better than Episode 8.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
Alrighty.
Break. Oh man.
All right, well, we're back to you. What would you like to make canon or ban next?
He's got to think hard now. He's got to protect things.
Okay, we're going to canonize Episode 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
I have the
Thank
high
you.
ground, Anakin.
That's right. That was also one of the best lightsabers. Oh wait, we can't talk about the first best lightsaber fight
No.
because someone decided to ban it.
What's
What
that?
lightsaber fight?
What lightsaber fight?
No, the one with the Imperial Guards. We already discussed this.
Oh, okay.
Jacob, look. I disagree with Deadly about how bad 8 was, but I also disagree with you about why 8 was good.
Oh, I don't even hear it. Oh, wait, do I want to hear it? No.
No, you don't. let me just put it to you this way. He's a philosophy minor and just leave it at that.
No, okay, I'll say this though. Okay, 8 was not as bad as I said it was. However, it was good. It was a good movie, but like I just didn't like it was just like I was just left wondering like what? Well, why kill the villain that you built up so much? Number 2, why freaking let Luke die the way he did? Let's have a fake lightsaber fight with my nephew. Blah 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 blah. Let's not even be there. Stupid, dumb, retarded.
I agree with your first point. Luke's death was perfect. It was such a good scene. Yes.
Welcome to my life, Deadly. I live with these.
At least I'm half the country away, so I can't
Right.
just leaves, comes to podcast, finds me in Wyoming, leaves again. Oh my gosh.
Now I'll just
Right.
come to you. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, dude? Painted as Darth Maul.
Who?
Darth Maul. Who? I've never heard of him.
Wow.
Look, they didn't include some of the Clone Wars or the Rebel.
Well, listen,
Oh, we're rebels.
we discussed it, but Dave and I just haven't seen enough of that to really weigh in.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Yeah, I knew this.
You're
was gonna be a
telling
thing.
me no. No. This is my podcast now. You're telling me that you love Star Wars, but you have not watched Rebels and you have not watched Clone Wars.
A little bit.
I've watched Clone Wars up until the
Let me tell you
animation
something
got
real quick.
horrible.
I'm not listening to anything you have to say right now. Listen, if you are going to look at me and tell me that you are a Star Wars fan, you better freaking go right now. Stop doing what you're doing. Stop creating content. You better freaking watch every single ounce of that movie or that show, and then you come back and do a podcast about Star Wars.
I agree with this, man.
So, all right, listen. I have a defense.
All right,
Okay.
all right, let's hear it.
Not good enough.
I don't like cartoons. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I also have a defense. I like good animation.
Let me tell you something real quick. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
I
it's
watched
Star
the early
Wars.
Clone Wars. I watched the early Clone Wars, but it was getting Tartakovsky because there was great
you're
animation. It was
You're
awesome.
right.
I love that.
All right.
But when the animation went, I left.
I legitimately just haven't seen them due to time and not being available on things like now that Disney Plus is a thing and I have that, I need to go back and watch them, but I've seen like 6 episodes of the animated series and then I started to watch the new one that looks really good, the like Bad 99 or what, I don't remember.
Bad Batch. Yeah, that one's really
Bad
good
Batch.
too. So, okay, I'll say this. Look, the animations, I'll be real. The animation for Rebels, I hated. Loathed.
Yeah.
Loathed is a better word. Loathed. But there's like so much like stuff that happens that like it almost like makes the other movie, it like makes the movies like you're like, whoa, there's so much more impact that's happening right now.
Right.
Here's my thought.
No,
You
fair.
get to know General Grievous a little more. You get to understand why in episode 3 why he was such a big deal. And so like, yeah. So anyway, I'll put my headphones on now for now until you guys anger me again.
Well, David, it's your turn. How are you going to anger him?
I'm probably not, but I'm gonna canonize the Mandalorian.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yes. Yeah.
Finally, one of y'all makes
Obviously.
sense.
Yeah, no, the Mandalorian was beautiful, and I loved it. Oh,
Way better than episode 8 for sure.
I mean,
Yeah,
I like
I agree.
episode 8, and I would have to agree. Yeah, 100%. And until WandaVision, the Mandalorian was the best thing ever made for TV. Like,
I agree 1,000%. Listen, philosophy major. Okay, you need to chill out.
Listen, this isn't a philosophy thing. This is a Buffy the Vampire Slayer thing. The greatest thing ever made.
Oh boy.
Okay, Kyle, your move.
Rogue One's canonized.
Thank you.
Okay.
Another
excellent
great choice.
Ah.
So I see you guys are going to leave me to make the further controversial choices, huh?
Where were the Bothans?
Don't.
They were already dead.
I can accept this explanation. Wait.
Well,
we have something that we have to do here. Kyle has to get slapped on camera.
Oh,
For banning episode 1.
For banning episode 1. Okay. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Kyle,
Get to it, David.
Sorry. Kyle, I'm sorry, but then I'm not at the same time.
I live for this stuff.
I live for slap me on both sides.
All right, Kyle.
I mean, at this point, I think I've been slapped like
Don't turn
4 times for refusing to say Charizard is the best Pokemon.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Solid slap.
Solid slap. Yes, indeed. I appreciate that slap. Use the dark side of the force. That was beautiful. Thank you, Shay, for redeeming that. I appreciate you so much.
She's the
You are
best
now-
mod.
Yeah, you can now mod
Okay.
for my stream where people actually like Star Wars.
Yeah, sure.
Think about it.
I'm just gonna have to take down this blanket.
No. How dare you fly a blanket? All right. Is it back to Oh, it's back.
It's
you.
my
Jacob.
turn. I am going to ban episode 2.
Thank you. Okay, I agree. Thank you.
Okay. I'm glad you agree on
Hot
that.
garbage.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hot garbage.
Absolutely.
Except for when Yoda showed up. That was the only
Yeah.
cool part of the whole movie.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We never saw Yoda fight, and you're like, it's cool. It's whatever. Who
No.
are you?
Yoda fighting was amazing.
Great. Yeah, the best part was when Anakin got his hand chopped off. It was a great moment. Great moment. Sorry. Anyway.
Well, we're back to you. What do you want to do?
We have to canonize. A New Hope.
Okay.
Because without A New Hope, there's no Star Wars. So I mean,
Right.
whoever, yeah. So we have to do that. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't think any of us are in disagreement with that. Episode 4 has to survive.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Now, what about you, David?
Oh, I have a couple controversial opinions here. And I don't know which one to go with. I already banned
Interesting.
Solo, so I'm already dead.
Yeah, literally dead to me. I don't even know who you are anymore.
Right? So, episode 7 and episode 9. All right. I'm going to ban episode 9 because I'm going to play
Ew.
it safe.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Good
Damn.
call.
Damn
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's right. Ray who? That's right. Ray nothing. Trash. Ray. No, you're not.
Oh my god.
There you go. We'll live another day for that one.
Now, I have to ask the question though, what would you have done if I'd have said ban episode 7?
I would have been very upset because I loved episode 7.
Okay.
Interesting.
This water bottle, your head.
Okay, all right. I chose
I would have gone full
wisely.
Omni-Man on you. You're done.
Yes. Oh, just wait till the end of that series, man.
Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Well, Kyle, there's only a couple options left. We've got episode 6. We got episode 7. What do you want to do?
Ooh.
Let's
Better
ban
canon.
Wow.
He shut his camera off. Yeah.
The anger I feel inside.
Unleash your anger.
Strike me down.
I just want it to be known, I would not have banned 7.
I appreciate Jacob. Now you're back on my side. Kyle, can we get another slap, Shay? Shay, can we have enough points for another slap?
Oh, she
Because
definitely
I would
does.
really appreciate it.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my goodness.
Well, that leaves me with episode 6. What am I gonna do? Obviously canon.
Okay. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Canonize the original trilogy and Mandalorian, boys. We're fine.
Yes.
Star Wars
Agreed.
is in good hands. Star Wars is in good hands, guys.
You know, I'm actually pretty happy with this list. Yeah.
You would be, Jake.
Episode 1. Except for episode 1.
I think this is pretty much a perfect list. I think we nailed it, guys. Good job.
Can we do
Good
like
all around?
Can we do like a half ban on episode 1 where like it just like it starts existing once they leave Tatooine?
Nope.
Yes.
Nope. Look, I would love to do that. I would love to do that.
And
but
the biggest lightsaber fight in the entire.
but-
you got to
by the
make those
way-
tough calls.
Dark Maul does exist outside of episode 1.
True, in Solo, which we also banned. So who's Darth Maul?
No, there's other ones. He
Clone
exists
Wars,
in
yeah,
the
sure.
Clone Wars.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll get around to those someday.
I have to slap
Somebody has
Kyle
to
again.
actually be a Star Wars fan and watch.
Shay redeemed the points to slap Kyle for you. I'll be right back.
Look, okay. Do I have to pull up the definition of chaos again for you?
Yeah.
Do I?
All right, Kyle.
Well, I mean, Kyle's Chaos Corner is the next segment.
I heard that slap too.
Yep.
Oh, I love it. I love it, man.
Do I, Shay? Do I?
Oh
I'll
my
pull up
gosh.
the definition for chaos
Okay.
again for you.
Yeah, let's I think that's done with shenanigans now, right?
Dude, that was
Yeah,
good. That was
yeah.
a good one. That was really good. That was fun and
That
angry.
was. That was.
There was a lot of anger.
I'm just so angry. I crushed like 5 water bottles.
Right.
There it is.
All right. So I have to say our typical disclaimer. We don't know what this is. We don't know what he's doing. And
Dude, my man pulls out a whole essay.
right. The views and opinions discussed and expressed by Kyle
What's happening? Let me pull out my binder.
do not express the ideas of Let's Play Death Ray.
All right.
And I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's all right. I'm just filled with anger, but it's fine.
That might serve you well for this.
Yeah.
So,
See how many times Kyle gets slapped today.
Right?
So,
Shay, do you have more points? Just let go.
No, she's ended the call already.
Yeah, she leaves when the Chaos Corner starts now. She's learned.
So, first of all, this is not a questionnaire.
Okay.
I'm going to ask a series of questions called left, right, or back, in which you're going to try making your way through a maze.
This is pretty crazy.
You have basically until either, I'd say my time runs out. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to end it at like 9:30, right?
You have 15 minutes.
Oh, okay, 15
For
minutes
your
to get
segment,
out of the
Kyle.
maze.
Yep.
Yep.
But you're also chased by a minotaur through this entire maze. He will not
Let
start
me ask you a
chasing
question.
Go
Do
for
you
it.
play D&D?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I do.
This is why. Okay, it feels like a D&D moment. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
The Minotaur will not start chasing after you until after 5 moves. You don't have to worry about the distance in which you travel. You just have to try to figure out your way out.
Okay.
Who doesn't, Shay? We all hate this.
I got my. Do I
Hey,
need
is
a
it
D20
better
or what do I
or
need?
worse than Rorschach?
I love it.
Is it
Do
better
I
or
need a
worse?
D20? Do I need a D20? Am I good?
No, you
I
just
think
have to
you're
tell me
good.
left and right.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
We do need to know what class and race you chose, though.
I'm a rogue. Oh no, I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter.
Got it.
Full
Got
human
it.
fighter.
Got it.
We're good to go.
All right. We'll start out with you're at a T intersection. Left or right?
I'm at it. We're going right.
Right. Okay. You make it to another T intersection. Left or right? Well, front or right?
Keep going forward.
You have a right turn.
Define front for me, Kyle.
Right,
down,
forward,
up, left.
It's like if you were to hit your arrows on your keyboard, like if you were to go left, right, back, forward.
Yeah, forward. We're going forward.
Yeah. Come to another intersection. Forward, left, or right, or you can go back.
We're going left.
Another intersection.
We're going right.
Right. Okay. You come to another T intersection.
Keep going straight.
Straight. Another T intersection. Right or forward?
Right.
T intersection. Left or forward?
Left.
T intersection. Left or right?
Right.
T intersection. Left or right?
Left.
Intersection. Forward, left, or right?
Forward.
Get caught. T intersection. Left or right?
We're going right.
T intersection. Left or right?
Left.
T intersection. Forward or left?
Forward.
Let's see. Then it comes to another T intersection. Forward or right?
Right.
T intersection. Left or forward?
Left.
T intersection. Left or forward?
Forward.
T intersection. Left or right?
Right.
You escape.
Wow.
Riveting content, Kyle.
Kyle, I would just like to say, if you would have let me know, I could have made a graphic interface for that.
No.
You jerk.
I've got it all drew out right here on this white piece of paper.
That's awesome. That's freaking awesome, dude. I love it.
You better
great,
You made it from one side of the map all the way to the other. That's where you went.
That's right, baby.
This
they
just
call me the
in.
Maze Runner.
You almost got caught like twice.
Oh, dang.
This just in. Deadly Dill officially better at Dungeons and Dragons than either of you.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because he didn't put any holes in that dungeon.
See the
No,
dice.
everyone knows 5 foot hole
Yeah.
ultimate trap can't be beat.
Oh
And I
my
had to
god.
roll a D. I had to roll a
mean,
D20 for athletics.
I mean, David couldn't get out of a pit trap.
None of us could, Kyle. None of us could.
None of us good. You made it almost unclimbable.
No, they could not climb out.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No, we're all just a bunch of idiots who are like, we're intelligence and charisma builds, all of us.
No, and then you had your
scholars. What is this mud?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's basically what happened. Yeah, we got defeated by worms in a hole.
It was great. Fell in it twice. Couldn't get out twice.
Dead, bro.
This is why Kyle can't DM. Anyways,
Hey, just because a monster has paralyzing and I don't know, all of a sudden another one has a fucking murder tank on his team.
Bro.
yeah. Well, so that wraps up the segments. I do want to say thank you so much for coming on, man. Like, this has been a huge honor. I have absolutely enjoyed this. I love spending time in the stream and stuff, so getting to kind of interact with you on this level is even more just I love it.
It was
And-
fun.
and-
Honestly, I had a good time. I haven't laughed like that
I'm
in
glad.
a second. So
I'm glad because we love to do this, and I wanted something with this that would give us a space where we could meet streamers and have conversations with them, just like we were goofing around and hanging out in my basement, and not have the whole time be about Twitch this and content creation that, and obviously we talk about that some, but the purpose of the show is just to have fun and get to know each other. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
and I don't know. I like genuine conversations with genuine people. So
Right. No, I dig it, dude. I dig it. It was really fun, honestly, except for the episode banning part. Was great.
yeah, fair.
What? My part was the most hated? Yeah.
First time. I will say you're lucky you weren't here last week, because what he did last week is he basically Rorschach tested our guest. It was he just starts showing a bunch of pictures, and he's like, "How does this make you feel? What do you think about when you look at this?"
Shows a picture of Darth Maul. How does it make you feel? Angry because he's not canon anymore.
Yeah.